Hi everyone, and welcome to day 2 of 30 Faces in 30 Days. Today I'm going with a second portrait of Charlotte Brontë, and the reason is when I was looking for a reference to use, I found mainly two, and I was amazed to see how alike but different they are. The one that I did yesterday for day 1 was based on a charcoal portrait by George Richmond's. Now that portrait was engraved by J.C. Armitage for publication, and the painter John Hunter Thompson flipped that engraving and made another portrait of her based on that original one that was already transformed with the engraving. So I flipped again the portrait of John Hunter Thompson so that it would be facing the same direction as the portrait I did yesterday, since it was based off of that one, and that's what I wanted to paint with gouache. The features are pretty much the same, but this new painting makes her look very soft and kind, and her features aren't as sharp as with the drawing. And that's why I thought it was interesting, that it just looks like somebody from the same family, but not the same person. But I really liked that second portrait, so that's why I decided to do it again today. I promise that tomorrow for day 3, I will not draw Charlotte Brontë again. I'll find somebody else to draw. So anyway, for this one, I decided to use more Arteza gouache because I haven't used them in quite a while. And I wanted to change from my Mia Hemi gouache just to see the difference, and they're fun. The Arteza gouache is great. I like to use it for my practices as well. It's nice and creamy and opaque, and I didn't really struggle with them. I didn't have to fight them, so that was nice. For my first layer on the face, I didn't really know where I was going, and it looked very weird. But as I applied the paint a little thicker each time, it took a little longer to dry, so it was easier to blend. At first, I wanted to achieve a very smooth look, but I had a hard time with that, so I decided to just go for the less detailed and just add blocks of colors, and it kind of loosened me up, and then I was able to go on and finish the painting. If there's something that I would change if I were to paint it again, it would be to change my ratio of red to blue in the shadows of the face and the neck. Well, mostly the face though, and I would make it a bit more red rather than dark purple like that. It's too blue. I would make it more red, really. But other than that, I thought it was fun, except that at the very end, I ended up not paying attention, and it's something very, very important when you paint with gouache, because you have to remember that the layer underneath might move if you add too much water or if you don't wait for it to dry. I only had to add a couple of strokes in 2 areas, and I went too fast. I didn't wait long enough for the layer underneath to be dry, and so I ended up removing a lot of it, and it looked very patchy. So instead of being done when I was supposed to, it took me quite a while to fix this, because I had to redo a mix, and it kind of changed the color on the shadow, so I had to rework the shadow, and then 30 minutes later I was finally done. So just remember to be patient when you use gouache and let it dry if you don't want anything to blend together. That's it for day 2 of 30 Faces in 30 Days. Thank you all for stopping by. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, and if you're new here, please consider subscribing to this channel. Have a wonderful day, everyone. I'll see you tomorrow with day 3. Bye-bye.